recipes at Upcycled You. We're about to do upcycled cooking. How are we going to square that? And where does this strange belief come from? I was raised in suburban Glasgow in the 1970s. As far as I could see, all the young lads around me were being raised on the same lousy food as I. My mother, oh bless her soul, she was a terrible cook. She had no clue, no patience and no time for it. I dare say the shops sold a lot less as well, to be fair to her. My father, let's just not mention my father's cooking. Let's move on. When I left home and went to university, or rather just before I went to university, I remember going around to a friend's house with 3 or 4 others, where my friend's mother showed us how to cook chili con carne and spaghetti bolognese in reverse order, because they were in fact the same recipe, except the chili con carne had kidney beans and chili in it. Those 2 dishes were my repertoire throughout university whenever I had to cook for myself, and indeed they remain my repertoire for the next couple of decades, to this day in fact. What happened next? Let me tell you what happened next. Through tragic change of circumstance, through other people being more busy than me, through other people leaving the home because they'd grown up and saw fit to go somewhere else, I found myself principal architect and principal cook of the house, a role I had never volunteered for or claimed to have any talent for, nor indeed appetite for. But there it was. It arrived, this situation, terrifyingly. One day, people were looking at me and saying, "What's for dinner tonight? What have you got planned?" Many disasters followed, and when I'd serve up a disaster, very often people in the household would say, "What on earth is that? What was the recipe? Did you follow the recipe? Was this recipe any good? Where the hell did you get this recipe?" Well, there was no recipe. That's why it's like this. Recipe, recipe, recipe. Recipe. So why do we hate recipes? Well, if you're a lousy cook, low on confidence, and you're trying to adhere to a recipe, you get hung up about it. You get hung up about measuring grams of rice, grains of rice. Is it the right amount, the wrong amount? You have a debate with yourself about whether this onion is a large onion or a medium onion, and the recipe asks for 2 medium onions. And you lose sight of what you like, and you follow someone else's recipe, which is based on ingredients that they like. And you fall into this trap that a dish, a meal, any food that you prepare and serve is only legitimate if there's a recipe written somewhere for it. You're allowed to improvise only when you're a master chef. I'm a lousy cook. I'll never be a master chef. So on a sample of one, myself, my personal experience, I learned to base meals and dishes and what I was cooking around the ingredients that I liked, that I found worked, regardless of recipe. And sometimes I had big successes with that, and people enjoyed that food. Sadly, they would ask, "Hey, what's the recipe?" I would have to punch them. Only kidding, no violence in my kitchen, normally. So there you have it, the background to our anti-recipe philosophy of upcycled cooking. We're going to share a few videos with some basic dishes in them, primarily aimed at fellow lousy cooks with zero confidence. If you're a great cook with lots of confidence, find somebody else's videos to watch. We're going to show some things that worked for us. We're going to show the ingredients we tend to have in our house to mosey around with, make a melange of stuff with, and we'll invite you to do your own version of them based on upping and downing the ingredients you like more of and less of, and find your own way. But we will try and unleash the hidden cook within you, even if that's a lousy cook that's hiding the fact that you are a lousy cook. On that basis, we will share. Stay tuned for more videos. Beware recipes. Be seeing you.